Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Christia Parker, and here with me in the studio is Kira Van Niel. She's the president of Urban League Young Professionals. How are you doing?
I'm very well, Christia. How are you?
Great. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you've been the president for how long now?
A year and a half.
How's it been since you've taken over?
Very, very interesting. It's been a great time. So I'm now in my second term as president of the Urban League Young Professionals. And just the whole preface of the organization just makes it very easy to go out and serve and support the membership.
Great.
So we're developing our members. We're out there in the community showing that young professionals are really advocating on behalf of major issues. And we're really just trying to promote the Urban League and the movement.
Now, what is the difference between the Urban League and then the Urban League Young Professionals?
So we are the auxiliary to the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis, who's run by the president and CEO, Mr. James Buford. And as an auxiliary, we do follow the guidelines of that of the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis. But this particular auxiliary really supports those who are between the ages of 21 and 40, who are professionals, who are out seeking to develop themselves in various ways, looking for various different opportunities to serve, and looking to continue on the mission of the Urban League by way of their activities and their duties.
Now, for those of us who do not know, can you refresh us on what's the mission of the Urban League?
The mission of the Urban League is to provide professional and personal development, leadership development for our members, to provide many opportunities for community involvement, and to provide a comprehensive orientation to the Urban League movement.
Now, what types of ways do you train the young professionals?
So we've got a meeting every month on the second Wednesday. It's typically at our headquarters at 3701 Grandel Square, where we'll have different professional development speakers come out and talk to the young professionals on anything from what's your personal brand to how to do public speaking to even like healthy lifestyles. And then we also try to have a multitude of service projects that, one, give other young professionals an opportunity to network while they're servicing in their communities.
Right. Now, how have you seen a change in your life as well as the lives of others since you've taken over as president?
Well, the reality is there's so many major issues going on in our country that I think young professionals have a really big stake on. Like, for example, there are, civic issues and there are perennial issues such as voter ID laws that are out there that I think young professionals have a really big stake on, and can really help to make sure that their voice is being heard as well as their communities. They could sit on boards, they can run for political office, they can champion a certain initiative, they can really be the change that they'd like to be. So being in this position and helping to create some of the systems that allow young professionals to come in and serve out their passion is just really all what this has been for me.
You seem so passionate about it.
I love it.
Now, how long is the term for president?
It's 1 year, and we recently adopted some bylaw changes that are going to do amazing things for our organization and really showcase our members in the community what it looks like to be a member of the Urban League Young Professionals and what it means to actually mature through the leadership ranks to ultimately become president. And as well, just creates a really big snapshot on the multitude of efforts that it takes to carry out a mission, the mission of the Urban League Young Professionals.
So what are some of the issues that you guys are currently focusing on right now in the community?
So what's really big right now is voter registration. So this is a big election year. So while we don't advocate on behalf of a particular party, we do advocate on behalf of education and general advocacy. So making sure that our community are aware of who their representatives are, who is out in Jeff City arguing on their behalf, or even in Washington, D.C. And making sure that if you've got major concerns or major issues about the way things are happening in your community, that you are exercising your rights by voting.
Great. Guys, we have so much coming up with Kira. She's educating us on a lot of different things. We have another segment with her. She's going to tell us about some of the great events coming up that the Urban League Young Professionals are putting on. Remember, guys, to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis, friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can always catch us streaming live at stltv.net. We'll be back after this with more STL TV Live.